Well, I just got done talking to your secretary, and then Alejandro is out today, and they directed me towards you.
Oh, and who are you?
I am Drennan with ITEC 451 Supply. Making
Nice to meet you, Drennan.
Drennan.
Nice to meet you. Pull up a chair. What can I do for you today?
Well, I was just coming in to discuss a little bit about your.
Just close the door.
Oh. Coming in and discuss a little bit. You guys are kind of opening up a new line, kind of competing with the Minotaur case kind of brought out.
Mhm.
So we kind of just where Alejandro and I kind of discussed last time about kind of some supply chain issues that you guys were having with Vico Steel was kind of one of the topics that we talked about. And then we also kind of talked about the products that you guys were using, the AR400 and the AR450, were the products that you guys were kind of leaning towards for that new product that you, or the new kind of Minotaur type skid steer you guys were coming out with. And then one of the things that we talked about were the in-house fabrication that you guys do. And I thought that ITEC 451 Supply could really take a lot of your man hours away from the fab side of it and switch them over to that line that you guys are going to open up, because I feel like if it's a big deal to you guys to kind of take back that market share.
And so you're confusing me. So wait a minute. Who are you again? Who are you with?
With ITEC 451 Supply.
And so what's your objective is to help us overtake the Minotaur? What's your objective?
Yeah,
Are you here to sell iron? I mean, what are you here to do?
I'm trying to help you guys kind of get the market share back and get your product out the door and kind of get your market share back for the since you're the
So you're here to help us gain market share.
Yeah.
So are you like a marketing guy?
No. I'm a sales rep I'm an account representative for ITEC 451 Supply.
Okay, so you're gonna help me get market share by doing what?
By kind of helping your supply and your processing out.
Okay, so you're confusing me. So I thought you were a steel rep. I thought you were here to sell steel.
Mm-hmm.
You're not here to sell steel?
I am here to sell steel.
I thought you just said you're here to help my processes, and so you're here to sell me steel so to help me make our product is going to beat the Minotaur.
Yes.
Okay.
So with that,
so you're here to sell steel.
Correct.
Okay. What kind of steel are you selling?
Well, we sell a lot of A36, a lot of AR400 and AR450.
Okay, so you're I don't know what AR450 is. I'm assuming, are you talking about Caterpillar specs?
Yep.
Okay, so are you guys a certified Cat spec supplier? Because you know all of our specs are made in-house, proprietary. So you understand our techs? Are you certified?
We do some of your work with the Little Rock branch, kind of working with the motor graders.
So do you sell to the Little Rock branch?
We do.
And who do you deal with out of the Little Rock branch?
We deal with I don't deal with it's a different branch that we have down there. I don't necessarily deal with them.
So you're not yourself selling to them, but do you know who your contacts are at the Little Rock Cat branch?
I do not.
Okay. Do you think it'd be important maybe that I would know that though? So if I can call and check on you and reference you, maybe Little Rock would give me a good reference for your company, for ITEC Steel.
Yeah, I can get back to you on that.
Okay, so you're gonna get some contacts. Okay. So you're familiar with the Cat specs. You sell to Cat facilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the door. So what kind of steel? I mean, so are we talking about prefab? Are we talking plate steel? What kind of steel are you trying to sell me here?
Well, we have 2 flat bar, round bar, and then we also have plate, sheet. We kind of have just a little bit of all the raw materials. And so with that, we can also prefab it. We can ship it to you kind of prefabricated.
Okay.
And that's kind of where our value added services come in. because I know with this, because it's not called the Minotaur, because that's what cases is called, or is that kind of what you guys are kind of calling it as well?
Okay. So you know about our line starting up, and you want to just see if you can help us out with costs and all that good stuff, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So tell me what you have to offer.
So we have our fabrication capabilities that I believe can help you guys be more successful in moving product along down your line. Because right now you said that you fabricate all your products in-house. And I know that's a big deal to you guys, like Alejandro just said, I mean, at the last meeting. And with this new line of products opening up, I believe that if we can get you our products kind of prefabricated already, it can kind of jumpstart you ahead and kind of get you rocking and rolling before it even gets to your door.
Okay. Keep talking.
So, and with that, we have the plasma table. And I mean, if you guys need the thicker products, we also have the oxy table as well. And then with the long products, I think that the two blazers is another great option with our fabrication processes that we can help you out with.
So, frankly, I'm going to be honest, I don't really give a damn about what you have at the plant. All I really care about is that you can deliver me the product the way I want it, when I want it, in the quantities I want it, the quality I want it, and the price that I want, right? So I guess the most important thing I would ask you about is, first off, the steel specs. You're telling me that you understand our, i.e. 1060, 650, all of our specs, you're certified, you're golden on that, correct?
Correct.
All right. So if you're to specs, then, which is great, that tells me one thing, that what you're selling me then is a commodity, steel. And as long as the steel's right, because we really like who we're dealing with right now. So it's kind of like corn. Why would I spend more for Iowa corn versus Nebraska corn? Or why would I, right? Corn is corn and steel is steel, as long as you're meeting the specs, right?
Correct.
So what do you think is probably going to be the most important thing for me if I'm even going to give you even a half-ass shot of buying steel from you, if I'm seeing this as a commodity?
I believe that it's the relationship between you and me, being able, just like you said, being able to get it to you on time, getting it to you in the quantities that you need, being able to get it to you in a timely manner so you can keep rolling.
Okay, but you left probably the most important thing out. If I'm looking at this as a commodity, corn, what's going to be the most important thing to me?
Price.
Why would I pay more for your steel if it's the exact same commodity, same steel as who I'm already getting it from? Why would I damage that relationship? Why would I go with you?
Because we have all of the other value-added processes.
I don't care about your value-added process. All I care about is that you can bring me this product just the way they're bringing it. So why would I go with you?
Because of the relationships that we can form together.
We have no relationship.
But I'm saying we can start one, and we can be able to develop that relationship, and we can.
So you're telling me that I'm going to buy $100 million worth of steel from you, and I should do that because of the relationship?
I'm saying that could be a part of it.
Okay. So what am I going to get out of this relationship?
Eventually, I mean, I'm not asking for you to buy $100 million worth of steel from me right now.
Okay.
But I could see over the years, as the relationship continues to grow, we can work on different projects, and as you guys develop different things, we can kind of grow the book of business more and more, and we can see greater sales between you and me, and then maybe we can have some invites to company events, and we can golf outings and all that stuff.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty. If I guess bottom line is, since it is a commodity, what is your cost per pound for the steel that I'm going to be buying from you? Let's just say the common spec, which is 1E650 spec. What is your cost per pound on that?
On what?
on just say, let's say flat plate, because it doesn't matter the thickness, a pound's a pound, whether it's 20 millimeters or 10 millimeters or 8 millimeters. What's your cost per pound on that?
Or are you talking like a 60 by 90 sheet? You're talking a 96 by
It
240?
doesn't matter. If I'm going to take a part from you for our Minotaur crushing cat unit, it doesn't matter the shape because you're going to burn it, right? You got your plasma table just like everybody else. I'm going to give you a spec and you're going to supply me the part, and basically I'm going to weigh it, right? And I'm going to buy that piece of steel from you. So I'm just curious what your cost per pound is and how it compares to where I'm already going, because I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to go with you, relationship doesn't mean much if I'm losing my company money, right?
Correct.
So I guess the most important question is, what's your cost per pound?
Cost per pound is about $2.
Okay, so you're at $2 a pound. Okay. So right now, the people we love are sitting at about $1.50 a pound. So I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be real quick because there's no way I'm gonna go with you and give up 50 cents a pound when I'm buying 100 million. I don't know how many tons we buy a year, but let me see. I think you even had in your report, you probably know more than I do about how many tons of steel we buy, but it's hundreds of thousands of tons. Obviously, you do the math, that's extreme price increase for the steel, right? So I guess what I'm really going to hammer you on is, if we're going to talk, you got to figure out how we're going to get to at least $1. If I'm going to dash my relationships, you're going to have to beat probably a $1.35 a pound. But so can you do that? Because if not, we're going to have a real quick meeting here.
You know, I think the best way to go about this would be you and me could exchange emails, and you could send me over items that you need for this machine, and then I could shoot you back. You can send me an RFQ, and you can shoot me back a quote. I'll shoot you back a quote for all the products that you need. And if you want any of it kind of prefabbed, I mean, we can kind of work that into the quote as well. But if you don't, that's perfectly fine. And I think that we can kind of adjust our prices accordingly. And with that quote, I can also get you your lead times as well.
So tell me, I think you have a good idea there. I think a quote package would be good. You know, I could test the waters with you and send you out maybe a 20 millimeter plate steel quote package. You mentioned about prefabs. Yeah, I could probably do that too. Do you do weldments? I'm sure you do weldments. You do castings, forgings, or do you all those things, or are you guys mainly plate steel?
Not castings and forgings. We do have some welding capabilities.
So you do simple. So if I ask for some parts that had simple weldments on it, do you do machining also? So you do machining also. So if I sent you weldments with some holes drilled in them or chamfered edges, you guys could do that?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll send you a quote package, and we'll see. I guess the $1 million question is, I'm not going to waste my time, I guess, sending you a quote package unless you think you're going to be able to be in that $1.35 range. So you think you're telling me you can be in that range?
I mean, I can always go back to my managers and we can talk. I can talk to my GM and we can see what we can work out. I mean, especially if it's if you're going to be ordering a lot of steel, it can we can work down that price fairly quickly.
Tell me about your just-in-time delivery.
Just-in-time delivery.
Do you follow just-in-time?
We like to. It all depends on if we're fabbing that stuff. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit longer than if it would be just we're sending you a plate or we're sending you a bar. But usually we like to, you send us a quote, let's say today, it's gonna be on a truck tonight and it will be on your front door tomorrow.
So inventory carrying cost, do you guys carry the inventory until I need it, I guess is the better question. And is that how you guys do it at your company? Do you guys stockpile it for me and then as I demand it, you ship it to me?
We only stock, so we have like customer specific stock and then we just have basic stock. So we only have, if you guys build up enough like revenue with us, we'll start keeping customer specific stock for you guys.
Okay.
And we'll have it on hand whenever you need it. It'll be right there for you. But we also just keep basic stock of just about everything.
So what's your rules on price increases? So let's just say you send me this quote package and it comes in really good and I bite on that and I give you the order. How good are those prices? How long?
They'll be good for about 48 hours.
Okay, no, I'm not being clear. If I send you and I say, hey, this is great, Drennan, thanks a lot. I'm gonna give you my total 20 millimeter business. You're gonna have it now. $100 million of business. How long are these quotes good for?
Oh, you're seeing like down the road. I thought you just meant that specific
No,
quote.
down the road.
Okay. Well, I mean, with the pretty volatile market that it is.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's probably good for just that one. And then if you send in the new quote,
That's unacceptable. I can't sit here and jeopardize my longstanding relationship for a quote that's probably going to be good for a one time only. I'm going to be buying this product for years and years and years. So I need to know what your long-term commitment is going to be to me.
so if we're talking long-term commitments, that's when we would probably start to talk contracts and
Well, of course, we wouldn't do a deal without a contract. So I guess I'm asking you, can you price guarantee this?
we'd be able to price guarantee it. I mean, if we set a price at $1.40 a pound or $1.30 a pound or whatever it's gonna be.
$1.20.
So something like that.
Mhm.
We'll be able to guarantee that price for the entirety of the contract.
Okay, which could be as long as 5 years, right?
No, we only do 1-year contracts.
Well, right now I've got a 5-year contract with my current supplier. So I guess that'd be something we'd have to look at. All right. Well, I think your time's about up. Is there any other questions I need to answer for you?
Not at the moment. Besides, I'd love to grab your email so we can exchange the quote package.
Yeah, I'll give you my
Mr.
email.
Dave,
And I'll have
your
that
next
quote
appointment is
package.
here.
What's that?
Your next appointment is here.
Yep. Thank you very much. Yep. All right. I think we're done. I'm going to send you that quote package. You're going to give me the quotes, correct?
Yep, I'll get it back over to you.
All right. Thank you, Drennan.
Yep,
Nice
thank you.
meeting you.